So you've had your lip filler done and you've got lumps in your lips. Let's talk about it. Having lumps in your lips after having your filler done can happen. It's not the end of the world if it does happen. A lot of the time it can be quite common, and there are so many things that can cause lumps in the lips. That'll have to be a whole other video. But I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can deal with lumps in the lips. So let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some filler just on here. Okay, so we've got our filler, and the first thing we can try and do is lance the filler out. By lancing the filler out, what we do is we take a small needle and we pop it into the filler, the problem area, which is where you've got your lump, pull it out, and then we squeeze it like quite hard to see if we can push that excess filler out of that lump. And that kind of avoids dissolving, having to flush the area, and that's usually the first step we take if it's just a small lump or bump, and that can be rectified through that. It is a little bit uncomfortable, I won't lie to you, but it can cause a little bit of swelling, a little bit of bruising. But again, it's a lot better than dissolving if we don't have to. Option number 2 is a saline flush, and that is literally what it says on the tin. So this is a good option if you've got a couple of little lumps and bumps and you're actually allergic to dissolver. This is something that can help. Now, if your lips are massively migrated, a saline flush won't really do a lot. This is mainly just for little lumps and bumps, and it literally does what it says on the tin. So you take your saline and you literally just inject it into the filler, and it literally flushes it around and it helps break it down and make it a little less hard. You'd give it a good old massage after, and that really helps. It doesn't give the full effect as what dissolving would, but it's a good alternative. Now, the final one you can do is physically dissolve the lump, and that's kind of the last step you would take. You wouldn't really go straight for that if you didn't really have to. And I'm going to move you over here so you can have a good look at that one. So we have our filler here, we have our hyalays, and what we do is we literally just inject it into the filler and move it around as we go around. And can you see that breaking up and moving already? And can you see how quickly that is breaking up? So that is essentially how we would deal with a lump and a bump. Obviously with dissolving, your final results will be 2 weeks with any sort of dissolver that's going into the body, but can we see how quickly that has broken up and dissolved? Now that, along with a massage, would help brilliantly for any sort of lumps and bumps. So that amount of hyalays was mixed up with 1 ml of solution. That is all you would use in an emergency dissolve, but if it was any lumps or bumps that you had, then you would dilute it a lot more than that. That amount was just put in for kind of quick up, speedy video purposes. But there you have it. That is 3 ways to get rid of your lumps and bumps in your lips. If you've got any issues, then always contact your practitioner or drop me a message and we'll see what we can sort out.